match his counterpart as the Greyhounds take the puck along the boards. They chip the puck out across into the neutral zone. Cook with it. Cook battling hard. Cook, who had a hat trick yesterday for the Greyhounds. Easily one of the better players yesterday. A little confusion there, and Ferguson takes a shot from Romanuk. But he dumps it in behind Hero, and he leaves the puck there for Seguin. The Trappers now take the puck up. Tupin with it. He chips it up along the boards. Battle for it there. And Campagna now centers it out in front. Nice save there. Campagna puts it back to the point. Centered in front. Puck goes to the corner. Good battle there by Campagna. But the Trappers are able to regain possession. And now the Greyhounds back into the zone. There's a shot that's blocked by Seguin. Puck goes behind the net. Seguin with it. Seguin looking to clear the zone. It's kept in there at the point by Neveu. And here come the Trappers. O'Neill with a great defensive play there. But what an effort by the Trappers. Here comes Shank. Shank one-on-one, and Shank just misses. There's another shot. And it's in! Daze makes no mistake and puts home the fortunate bounce. And Nadon didn't have much of a chance on that one, Jim.
Looked like a little maybe a bad bounce off the post and off his body. It's hard to tell for sure, but that's what it looked like. A good start for the Trappers, and Greyhounds are in a little different situation today. They didn't trail all day yesterday till the very end, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond. Yeah,
interesting how the Greyhounds kind of took it to the Trappers early on there, but the Trappers able to capitalize and counter, and that's what we saw quite a bit yesterday. So great start here for North Bay as Galavan's pass misses everybody, and that'll be an icing with 12:33 to play here in the first period of play.
Yeah, I talked to Greyhounds coach Dom DeLuca this morning, and he was mentioning that they would get Diego Campagna back. He's been sick. He's back in the lineup today. He wasn't sure if Day Wood would be back. I haven't seen Day Wood, number 8, yet, so we'll see if he's in the lineup too. But he's been missing with illness as well.
Trappers with the puck. Chitteroni tries to take it, but it's dumped back into the corner. Galavan now with it. Galavan puts it back to O'Neill. O'Neill takes a hit there from Prisco Duquette. Chitteroni battling for it. Prisco Duquette takes it. He gets the puck knocked off his stick, and Chitteroni chips it out of the zone. Here come the Greyhounds now. Centered out in front. Nice defensive play. And the puck's fired along the boards. It's kept in by O'Neill. O'Neill with a shot on goal. Nice deflection there. Hero had to be sharp on that one. There's a battle for it at the blue line. The puck's chipped up. Galavan finds O'Neill. O'Neill back to Galavan. Galavan, smart using his body there as the Greyhounds look to regroup. Jones McDonald takes a hit from Rotundo. But the puck comes back, and here comes Bell on a 2-on-1 with a pass across. And nice defensive play again by Mondo, sorry.
Nice play by Bell there. He's got a little jump this morning.
Rotundo now with it. Looks back to Mondo.
Definitely a different flow to the game in the bigger arena.
Yeah, for sure. Bell now with it. Bell with a quick shot. Nice save there by Hero. And there's a battle for it along the boards. It's chipped up. Kept in by Galavan. Centered out in front, and it's taken by Rotundo, and he puts the puck up. And the puck is cleared by the Greyhounds. Ferguson with a pass. Puck up through the Brunet just dumps the puck in. That should be icing.
Yeah, early on the Greyhounds look a little out of sorts, a little bunched up, and I know that's kind of like an Adam term, bunched up, but they're kind of all following the puck around and maybe trying to do a little bit too much to make up for they're down a goal and they lost last night, so it looks like they're trying to do a little bit too much. Maybe I think they just need to play their game, play their positions, and do what they do.
Yeah, we talked yesterday. It's nice to have a quick turnaround sometimes, but these 9 a.m. games are pretty tough, especially for, these kids at this high level, right?
Absolutely.
There's a turnover. There's a shot on goal. Nice save again. DiBerdino, who had a strong game yesterday for the Greyhounds, I would think. He was all over the ice. I don't know if he was on the scoreboard very much, but he had a strong game yesterday.
Yeah, he can really skate.
As Turpin puts the puck and battles along the boards with it there, where it's taken there by Neveu. Neveu up to Gazzetti. And it's taken there by the Trappers. Puck's chipped up the boards, and here comes Hanselman. Hanselman with it in the corner. He looks, surveys the ice. There's a shot from the point. Deflection in front, and what a save by Nadon. He had to be sharp on that shot from Piet from the point.
A little bit of a bounce there again. The Trappers got a couple bounces yesterday. Looks like they might have got one on their first goal too. And you work for your bounces, not to take anything away from the Trappers, but something to watch.
Daze, one of the stronger players here for this Trappers team, out. And with Shank, there's again Shank. We've talked a lot about. This has been the dangerous line for the Trappers, no question, with Daze, Prisco, Duquette, and Shank. And Shank with it again. Shank looks to center it out in front. Prisco Duquette gets the puck knocked off his stick, and there's a hit by Daze. Prisco Duquette gets ridden out there by Chitteroni, but the Trappers regain. Back to the point to Pop. Pop with a shot on goal, and it's knocked down in front by Ferguson. Shank with it. Shank. Oh, nice defensive play there by Daze, but what a great play in return by Jones McDonald. He comes up the ice. Jones McDonald, nice defensive play by Pop to knock that off of Jones McDonald's stick. Again, Jim, we talked about it yesterday. North Bay does not give you much inside. No matter where players are, they hustle back, and there's a shot there. But they really clog up the neutrals or clog up the middle of the ice in front of the goalie, and difficult to get shots from there.
Yeah, they're a very hard-working team. There's no doubt about that.
Long falls in the corner, and it's picked up there by Fellinger. Fellinger, who had a strong game yesterday as well for the Greyhounds. Romanuk with a shot there. Picked up by Cook. Cook circles in front of his own zone, and there goes Cook with a bunch of speed. Cook through the neutral zone. Cook tries a nifty little move, but well played there by Rotundo. And there's Chitteroni with it now. Chitteroni with a nice move in front. But great defensive play again. We've talked about it all the last 2 days. The Trappers don't let you get shots from inside. Gallivan
nice
up
pass
to Bell. Yeah, beautiful pass to Bell. Bell slides it over to Cook. There's a shot there, and the puck bounces in front. And Hero able to hold on and keep the puck out. Nice little pushback there by the Greyhounds.
Yeah, they seem to be coming to life a little bit. I talked to Coach DeLuca, like I mentioned earlier. He was happy with the start of the game yesterday. He thought they came out really well. Then he said they kind of faded. He was a little bit worried about the turnovers in the defensive zone. But so far, it's a little slow to start, but the Hounds seem to be responding.
And here comes Romanuk. What a pass. Beautiful feed by Romanuk. And Brunet had a chance there. And now here come the Greyhounds. They come back, and nice play by Rotundo. There's a shot or a pass over to Cook onto the stick of Bell. Bell with a hard shot that just misses. Back to the point. O'Neill with it now. O'Neill back onto the stick there of, I believe that's, who was that? Bell with the shot. I'm telling you, Jim, I know we've only seen, a game and a period, But Mason Rotundo from the Trappers is already becoming one of my favorite players out there. I love the way that kid plays defensively.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a two-way player. He's got a great work ethic. Looks good so far, I agree.
Trappers now able to clear the zone. Looks like it'll be an icing call here. With 6:07 to go in the first period, the North Bay Trappers jump out to a 1-0 lead here. But again, if you're Coach DeLuca, I think you have to be happy with a little bit of this pushback.
Yeah, I thought the first 5 minutes were a little bit slow, but the last couple minutes, the Greyhounds are definitely carrying the play. Let's see if they can get one on the board soon.
The Trappers control the puck. Nice play there by Neveu. Keep the puck in low. Carter with it now. Carter using his size to fend off the defenders, but the Trappers were able to poke that puck away. And Hanselman now with it. Hanselman dumps it into to Tupin. Back out to Hanselman. Over to the point it goes. What a shot there. Nice save. Seguin's shot is knocked down in front, and here comes Gazzetti with it. Gazzetti with Hanselman all over him. And you're going to see a 2-minute penalty here against Hanselman.
Yeah, that's going to be a hook. I think he let the initial slash go. I think he was thinking about calling that, and then he kept the stick going on him, and he had to call that. So it's a great opportunity here with 5:24 left in the first period, and the Greyhounds will go on the power play. One thing I noticed, Bono, last night, and you see today, is that the Hounds don't use a set power play. They roll their line through. I think you can see why. I think they got enough talent to do that, but it's an interesting point.
Yeah. Fellinger now with it. Fellinger over to Chitteroni out in front. Gallivan takes it. Gallivan looks to set it up. Again, the Trappers not giving them anything inside. Nice little deflection there, but Haro is able to grab that, and there'll be a face-off to the right of Haro with 1:40 to go in the man advantage. The Greyhounds control the draw. Fellinger into Jones McDonald. Jones McDonald over to Chitteroni. Chitteroni looks cross ice. And there it is in front. Another nice save.
Oh, and the puck was loose there, a little quick on the whistle.
By Owen Haru.
Yeah. It's interesting, Bono. I'll talk a little bit. I know we talked a lot about him last night, but Declan Gallivan, you hear a lot about kids. This guy's going to be a high pick in the OHL in a couple of years and stuff like that. Seeing him live for a game in a period, he seems to be the real deal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, his first pass is incredible. He's big. He can skate. He's got great skill. And I know he's a good kid and comes from a really good family. It's nice to see he's really good.
Yeah, you know what? Or I'll talk more about this in a minute here. But, yeah, as the Trappers able to clear the zone. But, no, Jim, I was thinking about this last night. Obviously this is, it's early in these kids' careers and things like that. But, I've watched a lot of hockey. And Mondu, the captain for the Trappers, and Gallivan are very similar players in terms of big bodies, can skate, can hit, both can shoot. It's a treat getting to watch two defensemen of that high quality at this level. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them playing at a higher level in a couple years. So.
And they both wear the captain's.
They're both captains,
so
exactly.
Sure
lots of similarities, yeah.
A lot of character, a lot of leadership there. So.
Jones McDonald with it. Jones McDonald in the zone. There's a shot on net and nice save again. I think Haro got a piece of that. Ferguson now for the Greyhounds. Over to Jones McDonald. Jones McDonald tries to make a move, but there's Capania. Centers it out in front. What a pass by Jones McDonald, and Chitteroni's robbed. And they're still battling for it. And Haro able to pull on. Jim, that pass by Jones McDonald, that little touch pass was absolutely beautiful. What vision.
Yeah, and when I talked to Coach DeLuca this morning, we didn't talk too much about players, but he did mention to me that how happy he was with the play of Jones McDonald last night, and he seems to be continuing that today. Definitely a player I really like. I like his size, and I like his how he plays. Nice to watch.
The Greyhounds, with 7 seconds left, looking for one last advantage here, and there it is, it scores! What a play in front of the net.
Yeah, that was coming. The Hounds had a lot of power pressure on this power play and a lot of opportunities, and we knew that was coming soon. So
What a, yeah, who, I'm trying to, numbers, is that, that's Cook again. Puts home his 4th goal in 2 games. And that was a great effort by him. He had a guy draped all over him, and he was able to throw that wraparound home on the Hounds' 12th shot of the first period.
and I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you guys a scoring summary today. I didn't hear the announcement on the first goal or the penalty, so I'll try and listen in and if I can give you guys a scoring play on
Here
that
comes Shank. Shank with it now. Again, puts the puck in front of the net. Duquette turns it over to O'Neill. But Daze all over him, and then there's going to be a penalty against O'Neill for a slash. And there's a shot there. Big save again. And here comes Long. Long inside. Oh, he did not miss that by much. And nice play to keep it in by the Trappers. The Trappers in. Shot, scores! Daze makes no mistake. Beating that on over the glove hand.
Yeah, that was a snipe, and you know, this is such a resilient North Bay team. I said it all night last night. You know, they come out, they get the good start, they get the quick goal. Hounds respond. Looks like they're starting to take over the game a little bit, but no. Trappers come back and take the lead back 2-1.
What's funny, Jim, is what we talk about before the game, right? We talked about power plays, the Greyhounds power play goal. And although that won't necessarily go down as a power play goal, it was a 6-on-5 situation because it was a delayed penalty, right?
Yep.
So you can argue another, you can argue that another power play goal, and we've talked about that, and that was the difference yesterday. And both teams continuing to show prowess on the special teams. Carter gets stripped there by Long, but nice play there by Gazzetti. Gazzetti with a pass. What a move there with a shot. Oh, he did not miss by much. Was that Albert, I believe?
Griffin Albert,
yeah. Nice play by Albert. Albert now takes it. Albert smartly puts it back behind his net, and it's never a bad decision to get it to Gallivant. So Gallivant with a smart play there. Oh, there's a big hit there by Brunet. And they're battling for it down low. Gallivant takes the puck up to Albert. Albert with a nice move up the boards. Avoids a hit by Pop. Nice play at the blue line there by Ferguson. Or Fellinger, sorry. Fellinger comes in, just puts it off the post. And the puck bounces along the boards. Nice defensive play again by O'Neill. Hanselman now with it. Tupin with the puck. Tupin looks. Nice defensive play there by Chitteroni. And now Chitteroni with it. Chitteroni comes up. Skates around a couple Trappers. Comes in and tries to go short side, but off the post. Neveu dumps it into the corner. Chitteroni with it. Chitteroni tries to get it to Neveu, but it's taken there by the Trappers. And here comes Daze again. Nice defensive play by Ferguson. DiBerdino, oh, he takes a hit from Shank, but able to clear the zone. Gendron now with it. Gendron loses the puck in his skates, and it's cleared by the Trappers. Here comes North Bay out of the zone. Great play there. Prisco Duquette with it. Centers it out in front. There's a shot. Scores! Again, this line of Shank, Prisco Duquette, and Daze.
Yeah, Shank again. Nice goal. And,
Yeah.
Hounds are getting themselves in a little bit of a hole here, down 3-1 with 5.9 seconds left in the period. And North Bay got late goals in the second last night. They get a late goal here in the first tonight and this morning, sorry. And Hounds getting in a little bit of a hole here.
Yeah, it's, I'm not sure, it'd be nice to talk to the Trappers coaching staff at some point because, you're looking at this team and, it's hard to believe this team's was only a 6-6, a 500 record coming into this series. I mean, they have definitely matched the Greyhounds' push here in every way. And this line of like I've said before, of Shank, Prisco, Duquette, and Daze has been simply unstoppable here so far in this first period.
They've been great in this first period, and not the start the Greyhounds were looking for, but it's a good test of their resiliency, right? We talked about North Bay's resiliency all night last night and early already this morning, and now let's see what the Hounds got, right? And they're gonna have to dig down and play their game and respond here.
Yeah, one thing I know that these teams do a lot of scouting, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jim, but a couple of those goals that we saw here today were, glove side on upper, top corner glove side, right? And it seems like that's where they've been aiming quite a bit. And
yeah, definitely the case this morning anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Shots on goal in that first period of play were 14 for the Sioux Greyhounds and 7 for North Bay. No question at all that Owen Haru, the goaltender for the Trappers, had a really strong period there for himself. Jim, who else stood out to you from the Greyhound side tonight?
Well, one thing I did notice, Bono, was a couple guys that we didn't talk a lot about last night, like Colson Bell, Griffin Albert, Chad Gendron. I thought all those three players all had a really strong period, and and I just say that because we didn't talk about them as much last night. Not that they didn't play well, but they just didn't seem to come up. But today they've been really noticeable and really seem to have their wheels on this morning.
I agree. Sorry, Jim, quickly. I agree with you. The one player for the Greyhounds who really stood out to me in that first period, who seemed like he came to play, was Griffin Albert.
Yeah,
he really stood out to me in that first period, no question.
And it looks like having Diego Campagna back, he looks like a good addition. He had a good period as well after missing yesterday. So.
The Trappers here again. Prisco Duquette dumps it in. O'Neill takes the puck for the Greyhounds. Terrific forecheck there again by Daze. Mondu with it. Chips it up the boards. Shank battles for it. Shank dumps the puck in deep. And it's taken by Gallivan. Gallivan up the boards it goes, where it's kept in there. Nice defensive play. They had a shot there, and it's deflected. And Nadon with a great save on that nice deflection there by the Trappers.
Bono, one thing we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the weather today.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's terrible out there. So, folks, if you're listening at home, try to stay home, drink an extra cup of coffee at home this morning, and don't head out till later.
That's right.
And I do want to thank our period sponsor, Thessalon Home Hardware. They brought us the first. They're bringing us the second, and action is back on.
Greyhounds now with the puck behind their own net. Nifty little move there at the inside their own zone, and here come the Greyhounds, 2-on-1. There's a shot there, big save again by Hero. And the Trappers are able to regain control. That could be icing. They are going to call icing.
Yeah, one thing too, Bono, I was talking to a couple of parents outside that I know on my way in the arena this morning, and they were saying this team has been strong basically every year. They win a lot. They very, very rarely lose in Northern Ontario. They have lost, but it's not that often, and they don't lose twice in a row very often. So, it's really going to be interesting to see how they respond here.
Greyhounds win the draw. Over to Carter now. Carter getting pushed along the boards. Fellinger puts it in deep. Pop with it behind the net now. Pop takes a shot from Bell, but he's able to clear the zone. Fellinger. Up the boards it goes to Bell. And there's Gazzetti. Gazzetti over to Carter. Carter tries to get it over to Gazzetti again, but it goes off the Trapper's leg. And here comes Long. Long with it. Long with a big shot. Nice save again by Nadon. With 13:07 to go here in the second period of play, the Trappers holding on to a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, another thing too, Bono, we talk about this being a special group. This is also a group, and I can only say this from a football standpoint. There's a lot of really good athletes on this team too. Not just good hockey players. There are a lot of good athletes, and I know a lot of these kids from the football world, and they're top level players in the Sioux, It's a special group, and you could see it.
Well, one thing that we didn't talk much about yesterday in terms of football. We did a good job of not talking much about it, but was Gazzetti. Gazzetti's a little guy that plays hard, and I remember how old he was. What was he? 6 when he started in the league?
I don't know.
6 or 7, and he was running around with 10-year-olds. And
he's a special football player.
The best player.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And he's also a really good hockey player. So we won't talk too much about football. But we talked about Gallivan too, another guy that's a fantastic football player. Colson Bell, Camden O'Neill, a lot of these guys that really can play.
And the important thing is what, Jim? Dual sport athletes. And there's a beautiful goal in front. See what happens when you talk about football? Good things happen.
That's right.
And the Greyhounds able to put that home. Nice play there. We talked a lot about bounces, and that was a fortunate bounce for the Greyhounds, and Chitteroni able to put home his 20th of the season.
Yeah, nice finish there by Chitteroni. Nice pass along at the blue line too, and a nice finish as he slid it over to his backhand and slid it into the empty net. Big goal there. It's 3-2 now, and let's see what happens now.
And no surprise, the Trappers come out with their big line, as it seems that's what they do every time that the other team scores over the last couple days. And here's Rotundo with it again. Rotundo showing good push, but Cook gains control over to Fellinger now. Fellinger, who made a nice defensive play there against Rotundo, gets the puck out, and Jones McDonald takes a shot there. Big hit by Rotundo, and here comes Mondu with it. Mondu up to Prisco Duquette. Oh, and there's, Shank. Shank was offside there by a couple feet, and he knew it. But good pushback shift there by the Trappers.
I do apologize, folks. We really can't hear the goal announcements here in the GFL Center. The goals announcements are brought to you by the Sioux Thunderbirds. We appreciate their sponsorship, but I just can't hear properly who the scoring plays, so I apologize for that.
During the intermission, I'll go down and talk to them and find out what's going on, get the scoring summaries. As there's a shot again by Cook that just goes wide, and here come the Trappers now looking to regain some momentum, and that's going to be an offside call against Brunet.
Bono, I don't know if you can make it down that far and back.
Well,
at your advanced age, then where a young Bono for sure can go down and get the scoring summary.
We used to have a phone up here that we could just call down, but
yeah. Maybe a text or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because it's only a 15-minute intermission, so.
Thank goodness there's elevators here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Gallivan with it now. Gallivan behind the net. He chips it up and able to clear the zone. Piet puts it over. There's a turnover there. Campagna now. Campagna comes in with a nice move. Campagna, what a pass over to Carter. Carter with a shot. And what a save by Hero there. What a pass that was by Campagna. Cross ice. Right under the stick of Carter. And nice play there by Hero.
Yeah, Campagna's been good. I said that earlier. He looks like a spark plug type of player, hard-working, and he showed a lot of skill there with a nice cross-ice pass.
Gazzetti on the draw here. Big win by the Greyhounds. That's one thing I've noticed over the last couple games is the Greyhounds, they do win a lot of face-offs. You can tell that's something they work on in practice quite a bit as they have a high success rate. Mondu with it now, up to Brunet. Brunet up to Long. Long can't penetrate the Hounds' defense, and now Mondu with it again. Carter takes the puck away, and it's dumped in. Oh, nice play at the blue line there. Long with a shot, just misses. Hanselman centers it out in front. Mondu with it. Mondu with a backhand, and that didn't miss by much. Rotundo now. Rotundo with a nice move along the boards. Campagna now takes it. Campagna now wheels around, and he's got a head of steam. Through the neutral zone he goes. Campagna with a nice move. He centers it out in front. Onto the stick of Neveu. Neveu looking. Mondu turns it back over to Neveu. Neveu dumps it into the corner. Carter tries to center it. Fans on it.
Does Yo blame the stick there?
That's right, yeah. Rotundo.
We've all done that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a battle for it at the blue line. And smart play by the Greyhounds there to not go offside, but it's taken by the Trappers. Here comes North Bay. O'Neill's all over him, and O'Neill's going to sit for 2.
Yeah.
That's just good hard work by the Trappers there.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a battle, but this is a big moment in the game, Bono. We talked about it, and even Coach DeLuca mentioned it to me this morning that the North Bay power play is really strong, and down 3-2, the Hounds take a penalty. It was a hard-working penalty, nothing you could do about it, but it's a big opportunity for the Trappers to go back up 2 goals.
You were talking about kind of rolling lines, and it looks like that's what North Bay is doing too here. I'm a little surprised that, the line of Prisco, Duquette, Daze, and Shank aren't out there to start this. But Mondu now with it at the point. You don't want to let him shoot. And there's a shot. Nice save again. Love that shot he has. 6 inches to a foot off the ice. Good things happen. And there's Albert. Here, there's Albert, who we talked about after the first intermission. What an effort by Albert. Unbelievable job. Albert fighting off Long and Mondu. Killing about 10 seconds down there. Now Tupin up for the Trappers. Tupin with a shot there. Nice save by Nadon. And he takes a little bit of a slash there.
So far, so good for the Hounds. They kill off the 36 seconds of the penalty, the one opportunity off the rush, but they haven't really let them get set up yet, so that's good so far.
Trappers keeping that same line out there. Mondu with it. Mondu over to the point. There's a shot on goal. Another nice stop by Nadon.
Carter Nadon seems to have settled in and has made some really big saves of late. Not that their early goals were his fault, but he's really holding the fort down right now.
He's been rock solid. You know what? We talked about face-offs, but the Trappers have won 3 straight here, and there's another shot by Long. We talked about the Greyhounds winning a lot of face-offs, and the Trappers have won 3 straight on this power play. Yeah. So, and we've talked about Mondu's shot. You do not want to let him get that cannon off. So,
no, he's off now, though. So,
no, he's still on.
Oh,
here.
He's there. Yep.
It's the same line. They've kept this line out here for the entire power play so far, and the Greyhounds able to clear the zone. And there's a turnover. Here comes Cook, in all alone with a shot, and he just misses. Cook puts it over the net. And the Trappers now get it in deep. Gallivan with it. Gallivan fires the puck around. He clears the zone. And there's a race for it. Bell and Mondu. Bell with a great effort. What a play. And Bell, what a move. Showtime.
That would have been nice.
Yeah. He had Cook streaming in from this side, but just missed him. And nice move there. Here comes Long. Long with a shot. Scores! Long makes no mistake, beating that on the far side.
Boy, oh boy, the Hounds have 2 great opportunities shorthanded. They get Brendan Cook, possibly their best goal scorer, in alone on a breakaway. He puts it over the net, and Colson Bell comes out of the corner with a nifty little move, and he stopped and back down on the other rush at the other end, and North Bay gets a big goal to make it 4-2 on the power play.
You hate to fault Bell there, but, Bell made an outstanding attempt. But he did have Cook coming in on the backside wide open. And, again, you got to give credit to Hero, though, because he makes – ooh, that looked offside from up here. What a shot there, Hero, with a nice save. But you know what? A big save at one end leads to a goal at the other end.
Absolutely, and you get a guy like Cook. I mean, I think if you're going to handpick a guy to get a breakaway, he's probably going to be your choice the way he's going this weekend, and he just put it over the net. That was the chance previous to the one you're talking about.
Another power play goal, though, Jim. It's been the difference in this series all the way. Daze chips the puck up. Shank racing Nevu for it. Shank gets control of it. Prisco Duquette turns the puck over there, but it's kept in. Daze with it. Daze gets his pocket picked by Jones McDonald, who chips the puck out, and Seguin with it now. Seguin puts it up the boards onto the stick of Shank. Shank finds Daze. Daze comes in. Still has the puck. Puts it back to Shank. Greyhounds able to gain control. It's taken by Gendron. Gendron in with it now. Gendron looks to center it, but it takes a bounce. And here comes the Trappers. Shank with it. Shank into the offensive zone. Makes a blind pass where it's taken by Campagna. Campagna puts it up to Campagna with a shot by Carter, and that just misses off of a deflection. Gazzetti dumps it into the corner. Carter battles hard there. And it's taken by the Trappers. Paquette with a drop pass, and it's taken again by the Trappers. Tupin puts it on net. It's knocked down. And North Bay able to regroup. Hanselman dumps the puck into the corner. And it's taken behind the net now by Ferguson. Ferguson over to Gallivan. Gallivan with a nice play, spins out of that. Another beautiful pass onto the stick of Campagna. Mondu with it. There's a turnover, and it's dumped in deep as the Greyhounds go for a change. Trappers now. Pass it up to Long. Long goes in. Long finds Brunet right all alone in front of the net.
Yeah, bad bounce there.
Nice hands there, though. And what a save there by Nadon. Wow. Nadon sticks that pad out and able to keep this a 4-2 hockey game with 4:37 to play in the second period.
One thing I see today, Bono, the Trappers seem to be doing a little bit better job tonight of puck possession. They've had the puck a little bit more, and definitely to their advantage to keep the puck away from the speed and skill of the Hounds. And they've been very opportunistic as well in taking advantage of their chances.
Greyhounds win the draw. Ferguson dumps it behind the net. Chitteroni with it. Chitteroni up to Long. Long
Cook.
with a Cook with a burst of speed there. Another nice play by Cook. Fellinger. Oh, nice play to keep the puck in. Onto the stick of Chitteroni, and Chitteroni just puts it off the post. Fellinger unable to keep it in. As Cook with it. Cook puts it over to Chitteroni. Yeah, you know what, Jim? The Trappers, you're right, though. They're just not giving the Greyhounds any space here.
No, they got some space here.
Yeah,
maybe,
but here comes Chitteroni now with it. Chitteroni with a great pass to Albert. Albert with a shot, and what a save. Puck bounces in front, goes to the point. There's a shot, scores! O'Neill with his third goal in the last 2 games for the Greyhounds. Peru had no shot at that one, and that was just a heads-up play by the Greyhounds. A big goal with 3:42 to play here in the second period.
Really big goal. They created the opportunity on the rush. The rebound came out. It went back to the point, and O'Neill made no mistake firing it home on the lower right-hand side of the net. And it's 4-3 now with 3:42 left in the second. I'm sure the Hounds would love to tie it up going into the intermission if they can.
Bell with it. Bell chips it in. Trappers back to regroup. Seguin with it. Seguin tries to find Daze, but there's a turnover in front. Battling for it. Prisco Duquette able to chip it up to Shank. Shank chips it in, and Shank using those wheels. Nice forecheck there by the Trappers. Greyhounds able to clear the zone. Shot on net there. Haro just decides to cover it with 3 minutes to play.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see here. It's been a little more disciplined game today, Bon. Less power plays than yesterday, and the power plays are so big. That's the only reason I mention it.
Yeah. Shots on goal this period so far have been even 10-10, and this has been a pretty even period for both teams. Greyhounds win another face-off. Jones McDonald dumps it behind the net. DiBernardino battles for it. Yeah, not as hard hitting this game as we saw yesterday. But DiBernardino with a nice pass across to Bell. Bell with a shot, and he does not miss by much.
I think the goalie got a stick on it. He definitely went the right place with that.
There's a battle for it along the boards, and the puck's cleared by the Trappers. Gallivan back to get it. Gallivan with a nice move, and Gallivan comes up, and that's offside, yeah. You know, that's one of those plays where Gallivan had a ton of ice in front of him. He probably could have just kept going with it, but that's the type of player he is, though.
He makes such nice passes, though, and that was a nice pass. I think Jones McDonald could have been a little bit more patient entering the zone there, but it's tough too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Greyhounds regain control of the puck. And Gazzetti with it. Gazzetti battles hard, but it's taken by the Trappers. Puck gets chipped out. Cook now with it. Cook's pushed off the puck, and it's cleared. Gendron just dumps it deep, and O'Neill. O'Neill battling hard down low. Long puts it behind the net, and O'Neill again. Relentless forechecking by O'Neill here. Puts it back onto the stick of Cook. Back to O'Neill. O'Neill back to Cook. Centered in front. Just missed Gendron there. There's Cook with it again. Cook to Gendron. And he's able to get a little bit on that, but great defensive work again by Mondu not to, just to lean on him and not let him get everything he wanted on that shot. So with 1:29 to play in the second period, we're going to have a face-off to the right of Haru.
One thing I want to mention, Bono, is Greyhound assistant coach Derek Wilson. He's at home. I don't know if he's watching. I hope he is, but his broken ankle, and he had to have some surgery. So he's on the shelf for a little while. Great Sioux volunteer, so we'd like to wish him well.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Greyhounds here look to regroup, Capania with it. Capania gets his pocket picked by Shank, but the Greyhounds regain somewhat of control here as Carter now with it. Carter with a nice pass to Chitteroni out in front. That doesn't miss by much. Pietz with it. Pietz with it, and he looks, and he hits Shank, I believe. Shank with the wheels, uses the body. What a play. Nice defensive play there by, was that Nephew?
Yeah, that was Nephew. Yep. Tyler Nephew, nice play there. Good, hard-working player.
Yeah, that's a tough job to, Shank's a big boy who can skate, and Nephew was with him step for step, so great defensive play there.
Yep, 47.3 seconds until the intermission. There'll be a flood after this period. 4-3 for the North Bay Trappers. Really even game. It's going to be fun to watch down the stretch here.
Trappers win the draw. One thing, Jim, I was looking at the roster, and I was surprised. It seems like the Greyhounds only have, 16 kids? It seems like a small roster or a number of people dressed.
Well, it was a little bit of a different process, too, because they had to, a lot of the stuff, this team was picked through COVID and all that. So I don't know if their numbers were limited possibly to a smaller cohort.
Because they only have 17 players dressed tonight.
And they got a couple guys missing. Dave Wood's not dressed tonight, right?
That's
I know
true.
that for sure.
Cook. Greyhounds looking to get something going here with 15 seconds to go. Chitteroni now. Chitteroni takes the puck behind the net. Daze all over him. Chitteroni tries to center it in front. There's no one there. Pop with it. Pop tries to clear the zone. It's kept in by Ferguson. Big shot there. Nice save by Hero. And that'll do it for the second period. The Sioux Greyhounds trailing the North Bay Trappers 4-3. Jim, just your overall thoughts so far in the first two periods.
It's a really good game. It's similar to yesterday. Yesterday we went to intermission 4-4. Today we go to intermission 4-3. It's good even. It's going to be a good test for the Hounds. See if they got what it takes to come back in the third. I do want to get a chance to thank our power play sponsor. We haven't had a lot of power plays tonight, and like I said, it's harder to hear the announcing. A&M Chiropractic, we'd like to thank them for their sponsorship. We really, really appreciate it. Once again, our period sponsor, they brought us the second period, Thessalon Home Hardware, and they'll bring us the third. And our goal sponsor, once again, is the Sioux Thunderbirds. We appreciate their support. And once again, the overall sponsor, Kane Management, the legendary hockey guy, Kevin Kane and Sault Ste. Marie. We appreciate his support. So, yeah, we're going to take a little break here. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes, and hope you come back and join us, folks. Right, welcome back, folks. We were in between periods. The third's about to start. I called out Bono, so he actually did go down and get the goal summary. He's breathing a little bit hard, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you the Greyhound goals brought to you by the Sioux Thunderbirds. The first Greyhound goal was scored by number 77, Brendan Cook, assisted by number 88, Diego Campagna, and number 5, Camden O'Neill. The second Greyhound goal was number 91, Hudson Chitteroni, assisted by number 10, Griffin Albert, and number 11, Chad Genron. And the third Greyhound goal was number 5, Camden O'Neill, assisted by number 91, Hudson Chitteroni, and number... and number 47, Ryan Dazé. And the fourth goal, the go-ahead goal, was scored by number 91, his second goal of the game, Briar Long, unassisted. And we're underway here in the third 20-minute period.
Greyhounds have the puck behind the net. Bell with it. Or sorry, that might be Chitteroni. Oh no, that is Bell, sorry. And here come the Trappers early on. Fellinger, though. Oh, there's a big hit there. Onto the stick of Gallivan. Gallivan up to Cook. Unable to corral it. The Trappers with it now. Gallivan puts the puck up, and it's taken here by Bell. Bell over to Cook. Cook turns it over to Long. Long puts it up to Romanuk. Greyhounds able to regain control. O'Neill. O'Neill with a nice play there. O'Neill comes in. And O'Neill with a beautiful pass to Bell. And Mondu able to knock that down. As you could see, Bell was aiming for that corner, and he had it. And
I think if it didn't hit the skate, that's going in.
That's right.
Unfortunate a little bit for the Hounds there.
Trappers try and get the puck down, but they ice it with 18:42 to go. Jim, one thing, Caden O'Neill was an absolute stud yesterday for the Greyhounds. I thought he got off to a little bit of a slow start in that first period, but that second period, he was arguably the best player on the ice, and it seems like that's continued here in this third period after one shift so far. He's really come to play here, over the last couple periods.
Yeah, he's had a really good weekend, in my opinion.
O'Neill puts it into the corner. Back to O'Neill at the point, and right on cue, O'Neill with a shot, and what a block. And here come the Trappers. Shank with it. Shank with a nice move, and he doesn't miss by much. Rotundo blocked that shot by O'Neill, and he went off in some pain. Hopefully there's nothing too serious. He looks like he's okay, which is good on the bench, and that's offside there by the Trappers.
Bono, obviously this is an obvious statement, but the next goal in this game is going to be huge, right? 4-3 with 18 minutes left in the third. North Bay would like to regain their 2-goal lead. The Hounds would absolutely love to tie it up. So the next goal is going to be really, really important here.
Huge. And correction, that was Daze that blocked that shot. And Daze's being looked at by the trainer, and he just waved the trainer off. So great news that he's going to be okay. And here come the Greyhounds. Into the corner, Seguin with a hit. Puck's there, and Campagna tries to battle it home, and Hero had to be on point there. Campagna, again, he's just out there causing chaos. And the Trappers, Hanselman dumps it into the corner. Taken there by the Greyhounds. Piet dumps it into the corner, and it's taken there by Ferguson. Ferguson chips it around the boards to Gallivan. Oh, Gallivan leaves it for Gazzetti, but Gazzetti gives it to Gallivan, up to Campagna, unable to corral the pass, and here comes Romanuk, and that's going to be an icing call. One guy that we haven't talked a whole lot about really steady. I think that's the best way to describe him. I think he's been a steady player.
When you were talking about him, Bono, that was what I was going to say to follow up. A big, steady D that does his job, and not incredibly flashy or nothing like that. And doesn't seem to be a big offensive contributor, but he definitely does his job, and he's a solid player, and he's good to watch.
Completely agree. And you know what, Jim, you and I have talked about this in the past, but every team needs that steady, stay-at-home defenseman, especially when you got a couple offensive-minded players like Gallivan and O'Neill. It's nice to see that stay-at-home, steady presence, and I feel like he's really offered that up here over the last 2 games.
And I think Tyler Neveu is kind of similar.
Yeah,
too.
I agree.
A steady, stay-at-home D that really does his job in the defensive zone.
Completely agree. Absolutely.
Yeah. Good opportunity there by number 91 Hudson Chitteroni as he walked in on the wing and fired a shot, but Owen Haru was up to the task of making the save, and with 16:53 left in the third, the Hounds still trail 4-3, and they're looking to even it up.
Greyhounds with a 27-20 advantage in the shot department. So definitely Haru has been a big issue or a big factor here in this game.
Yeah, and the key point in this game is if we see another power play, Bono, that's going to be a really key point in this game.
Here come the Greyhounds. Chitteroni with a shot there, and that doesn't miss by much. Kept in by Fellinger. Chitteroni with a back pass to Jones McDonald. It's taken by Mondu, and he's able to clear the zone, and Romanuk races for it now. Romanuk. Fellinger wins the race to the puck. Nice work by Fellinger. And here come the Greyhounds. Chitteroni again out of the zone. Chitteroni with a beautiful move and another nice save by Owen Haru.
Really solid shift by Hudson Chitteroni. He had 3 great opportunities, and we all know he can really snipe. He's a leading scorer in the league, and nothing doing so far today, so far in this period.
Haru with a 248 goals against average, save percentage of 733. That might go up. That looks like that's going to go up today, as he's had a heck of a hockey game here so far.
Absolutely.
Greyhounds gain control off the face-off, and they dump it into the corner. There's a battle for it there. Gendron. And the Trappers regroup, but they just missed fire on that pass, and that's going to be an icing call with 15:48 to play here.
Storm, keep doing what you do. Don't get out of your comfort zone, just playing your style. I think they're doing that right now, and you can kind of feel a Greyhound goal coming. I don't want to say that, but it's got that feeling here in the rink. But we'll see what happens. And I mean, if it doesn't happen and North Bay gets the next one, it could be problems.
O'Neill battles hard there again, and here come the Trappers. 2-on-1, and there's a shot. Nice save there. Outstanding back check by O'Neill to interrupt that play, and here come the Greyhounds. Bell now with it. Bell with a shot there. Bounces in front. Gendron can't corral it. O'Neill in deep again. O'Neill has the puck. He loses it now, but it's kept in at the point by Ferguson.
And
there's going to be there's going to be a penalty there. To the Trappers. I didn't see it there, Jim.
Yeah, I saw it. They were battling in front of the net, and I don't know who the North Bay player is. He just took it a little bit too far. I don't know if they're calling cross-checking. He kind of had his stick up, and
they're going to call both? Seguin, Seguin and Bell both. The face-offs for their respective teams, and it's won again by the Greyhounds. DiBernino with a good forecheck there, but the Trappers unable to clear the zone, and Fellinger with a shot from the point. Nice save on the deflection. Carter now. Carter battles with behind the net. DiBernardino. Puck squirts loose, and the Trappers are battling for it, and they're unable to clear the zone. DiBernardino just backhands it in. Riley Carter puts it out in front. No one there except the Trappers. But the Greyhounds stymie them throughout the neutral zone. Puck gets dumped behind the net, and Carter with it. Carter tries to chip it out, but it's kept in by Hanselman. Hanselman just dumps it behind the net, and there's Ferguson. Ferguson now turns it over to Tupin. Tupin with it again. Circles. Finds Pop. Pop with a shot on goal. Nice save there by Nadon. Had to be sharp again. DiBernardino now gets tripped up behind the net. The Greyhounds having a hard time getting the puck out of their zone. They're finally able to do it. Brunet gets it in deep. And the Greyhounds. Oh, Fellinger with a nice little move. He takes the offensive zone, takes a big hit there by Rotundo. Mondu chips the puck up onto the stick of Romanuk. Romanuk takes a shot there by Fellinger. Fellinger able to clear the zone. Greyhounds going for a change. Brunet can't hold on to that puck, and O'Neill. O'Neill now puts it up to Chitteroni. O'Neill again has the puck on his stick. O'Neill goes around Mondu. What a play. O'Neill again has the puck on his stick. And it's kept in there. Nice play by Neveu. Neveu tries to find Jones McDonald. Jones McDonald with it. Jones McDonald dumps it in deep. Again, O'Neill.
Net's off?
Oh, the net's off, yeah. Jim, one thing I've noticed with the Greyhounds here is it seems like they make quite a few no-look passes, right? And careless passes and sloppy passes. And I've really noticed that over the last couple of games is, a lot of these no-look passes are turning into turnovers in the offensive zone and allowing for fast breaks the other way.
I think sometimes, Bono, that's something that when things are going well, those passes are going well too. When they're not, they're not. I know that sounds kind of obvious, but when your game's going really well, everything's working, all those passes look great, and when they're not, which they aren't right now, the passes don't look great.
Yeah,
so.
No, absolutely, and it's been really noticeable, and I'm sure that's something Coach DeLuca is going to be, talking about over this next week is, that's been one thing. This Greyhound team has played a real strong game, but that's the one thing I've really noticed is these no-look passes, and nothing good has come from them. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, Coach DeLuca is, a really well-known and excellent coach around the city, and he is a guy that emphasizes skill. So he would like that style of play, but I'm sure he would like them to be a little more careful with the puck.
Gendron now takes it for the Greyhounds. Gendron finds Cook. Cook tries to center it in front. No one's there, though. And O'Neill, again, just dumps the puck in. Trappers take the puck in the corner. Albert lays a hit there. Another nice forecheck by Albert onto the stick of Cook. Cook centers it out in front, scores! What a play by Cook, and Fellinger makes no mistake and puts it home with 11:07 to go in the third period. Jim, you called it. And again, a player that we talked about in the first period, that all started with the forecheck by number 10, Griffin Albert.
Yeah, really nice goal. Nice, good job of Fellinger to jump into the play when he saw the opportunity. He's had an excellent period and been great all weekend. Really nice finish by Ryland Fellinger, and we're tied at 4 with 11:07 left. And you can see a little boost there. I looked down at the Greyhound bench. They were pretty jacked to score that goal, so let's see what they come up with here if they keep it going.
And what vision by Cook. I mean, we've talked about his offensive, for scoring, but the fact that he saw him coming in there and make that pass was just beautiful.
Yeah, he's an impressive player.
And Bell with a big hit there on Long. And there's the puck centered out in front. The Trappers looking to counter again as they have all game long. Brunet now with it. Brunet centers it out in front to Romanuk. Romanuk battles for it. It goes to Mondu, and that puck just gets put out of play. Good job getting a stick on it with 10:29 to play in the third period.
You know, nothing faces this North Bay team, though. You know, they give up the tying goal. It looked like the Greyhounds were going to get a little bit of a boost from it, and all of a sudden it's all North Bay pressure, and 40 seconds since the goal has all been in the Greyhound end.
Trappers have control of the puck. Long with another big hit. There's a shot from the point. It's knocked down in front by Gallivan. Gallivan tries to find Jones McDonald. It goes just through his feet.
You know, one thing too, Bono, and I've been praising the North Bay for their resilience and the way they play and stuff like that, and I've been talking a lot about Coach DeLuca, who I know really well. He's one of my best friends. I don't know the North Bay coaches, but I would like to compliment them because they look like a really well-coached team. They really, they play the game well, but I think their attitude and how they handle situations looks like they're really well coached to me. And I apologize because I don't know their coach and I haven't been talking about him much, but to me it looks like he does an excellent job.
Yeah, completely agree. That's well said. Icing call there by the Trappers. We'll have a face-off to the right of Hero with 9:59 to go.
Very similar situation to last night, Bono. 10 minutes left in the game, tied 4-4. But with about 6 minutes left last night, if I remember correctly, the Hounds scored on the power play, and then North Bay came back and tied it right away and got the winner shortly after. So very similar situation to last night. As Greyhound fans will hope for a different result. Trappers will hope for the same result.
The Trappers coaches don't like that icing call at all. And they're questioning the officials on the icing.
I think the officiating has been good all weekend, Bono.
Yeah, me too.
I questioned the one call, but I didn't see it properly. I think they've done a good job. And when I talked to Coach DeLuca this morning, I said that to him, and he agreed that last night he thought they did a good job. Obviously, every coach doesn't agree with everything. He mentioned a couple things, but I think it's been good all weekend.
Yeah, no question. And who's out there? Is that Policiccio and Houselander, I believe? Yeah. So 2 veteran officials. And speaking of which, there's a call there going against Daze on the trip.
That's a big penalty. Big penalty, and it's the right call. And so 4-4 with 9:38 left in the game. It's a big juncture as the vaunted Greyhound power play will come out to try to give their team the lead late in the third period.
Chitteroni on the draw. Jones McDonald with it. Jones McDonald puts it down to Chitteroni. Chitteroni cross-ice pass, and what a play by Long to get a stick on that. Trappers able to clear the zone. It's taken by Gallivan. Gallivan regroups. Gallivan centers it out in front. Nice play again by the Trappers. Highly skilled play there. Knock the puck out of the midair like that.
Yeah. So far, a minute 45 seconds in the power play, and the Greyhounds have not been able to get set up as they come out of their own end.
Nice play there by Cook. Cook puts it up. The Greyhounds now with the puck behind the zone, behind the Trappers' net. Trappers get control here. And O'Neill now. O'Neill chips it up to Cook. Cook spins around at the blue line, and Romanuk went into the boards. Funny there. Here's Cook again. Cook with a shot. And he just whistles it high. It's kept in at the point by Fellinger. Another beautiful play. Albert now. Albert chips the puck in deep to Carter. Carter takes a hit there, but Cook with the puck. Cook puts it back to Carter. Carter back to Cook. Cook in Gretzky's office. And Mondu, what a play. Strips him of the puck, but the Hounds keep it in. Cook again with it. Cook takes a shot again. Cook has all type of space there. Cook over to Carter. Carter shot scores!
Oh.
What a shot by Riley Carter. But again, Cook sets that up with another beautiful pass.
Yeah, that was a snipe as he went far side with not a lot of room, and he went to the right up to the roof there, and really, that's a goal scorer's goal, and a beautiful pass by Cook.
What work down low. And again, we talked about Albert. Albert started that along the boards and was able to get it to Cook, and Cook made a heck of a play there. So big goal again on the power play.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was on the power play. The power play was dying out. It was either on the power play or just as the penalty was expiring, but definitely caused by the power play.
Yeah, for sure. So again, we see a lot. We've been talking about it. The difference that penalties have made in this series. So with 7:22 to go, the Greyhounds jump out to a 5-4 lead. And there was nothing that Haru could do on that one. That was just a perfectly placed shot by Carter.
Yeah, very similar again. Last night we had about 5-4 later in the game for the Hounds. But this time the Hounds are coming from behind. They last night they had lost a 4-1 lead. Tonight they've come back from down 4-2. So a little different scenario in that respect.
And here comes Shank again for the Trappers. Shank with a shot. Nice save there by Nadon. Gazzetti with it behind the net. Gazzetti chips it up to DiBernino. DiBernino puts it over to Gendron. Gendron takes a shot there. And here come the Trappers, 3-on-1. The Trappers, 3-on-1. Centered it out in front.
Play.
Nice defensive play there by Gallivan. And there's a deflection by the Trappers. Not a high stick. But Nadon had to be ready for it. Gendron now drops it off to Bell. Bell takes the zone. Bell with a nice move. Bell walks in. Bell with a shot. He ricochets it off the post. And there's a hard shot there by Ferguson. What a play there by Bell.
He had DiBernino there, used him as a decoy, walked out and just fired it off the post.
Greyhounds, Bell with it now. Bell tries to walk out in front again. Unable to do so. Oh, Bell needs to be careful there.
They got away with a little bit of a cross-check there.
Bell and Long have been going at it all game long.
Yeah.
And Bell with it again. And Bell gets taken down by Long.
I think Long got away with one there.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Nice move at the blue line by Long, but Ferguson again able to stop it. And now here comes Jones McDonald. Jones McDonald leaves it with cross-ice pass to Chitteroni. Chitteroni battles hard down low. And the puck's chipped up. Trappers trying to clear the zone here, and they're finally able to do so. And Paquette with it. Paquette leaves it there for Toupin. Toupin tries to center it in front. Toupin again tries to center it, but it's knocked down by the Greyhounds. Toupin keeps it in. Nice little pass there. There's a shot. Unable to get through by Rotundo. Back to Mondu. You don't want to let him shoot. And Nadon makes the save with 5:07 to play here in the third period.
One player bought on, and we've talked about this already. One player tonight for the Greyhounds has been super impressive is Colson Bell. He's just flying around out there. A lot of skill, a lot of speed. Another guy from another nice family. His dad's a football referee in the Sioux, really good guy, and his mom is a really nice lady. It's a nice family, and he looks really, really good tonight.
Puck gets tossed down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call, so the face-off will be to the right of Carter Nadon. Cook again wins another face-off. Neveu has the puck behind the net, leaves it there for Carter now. Carter with a beautiful cross-ice pass onto the stick of Albert. Albert gets it in deep. Albert with a forecheck. Nice work there. Cook and Daze battle for it. Albert ends up with the puck. It gets picked off there, I believe, by Daze. Daze now into the Greyhound zone. Daze with a shot from a tough angle. Just puts it over the net. Daze continuing his aggressive, strong play here today. And they're battling hard, and there's going to be a penalty.
Is he calling both? Looked like he was calling both there. I didn't see what happened.
I think he's just calling Daze. Oh, no, he is calling both.
Yeah, I thought he was pointed to both players. I didn't. Greyhounds. One thing we know, Bono, is North Bay's not going to quit.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? Fellinger is a heck of a player, and, you know, that's a loss for the Greyhounds. But Daze is arguably, you know, one of the top 2 players on North Bay. So for him to be sitting for 2 minutes here, you know, with 4 minutes left in the game, that's a pretty good job by Fellinger to take out one of the better players, you know, at an important time of the game here. As the puck's centered in front, Mondu just misses.
Yeah, Daze's definitely had a really strong weekend.
Mondu they're going to call a high stick there if they touch the puck. Gallivan smartly just goes in with it, and Shank now tries to make something happen, but great play to clear the zone. Mondu over to Rotundo. Rotundo up to Long. Long. Oh, O'Neill read that from a mile away, and O'Neill comes into the offensive zone. Oh, what a play by Mondu to put that between the legs of DiBerdino. But O'Neill again finds his way to the puck, and that could be a knee.
Yeah, he's a little shooken up there.
Yeah.
He's okay, though. He didn't like that, though.
No, he went right after Mondu again. And there's Shank with a nice move. Shank tries to center it, but it's taken there by Capagna. Capagna turns it over to Shank, and here comes Shank. Into the offensive zone, tries to center it. Great defensive work again by the Greyhounds. That was Ferguson.
Yeah, he did a nice job coming off the bench and jumping into the play as fast as he could to break it up.
And there's a Trappers player who got, I didn't see it, but that's Shank, and that's.
Yeah, it looks like he's okay.
Hopefully he's okay, because that was quite the contact for him to go down like that.
Yeah, he's heading down the tunnel a little bit there. We got 2:31 left, 5-4 Greyhounds. Greyhounds come out with Jones, McDonald, Chitteroni, and Bell. All have had strong games.
Great work by Ferguson there, though, Jim. You're right. You know, he came off the bench and was able to break up that play, and then almost had a scoring opportunity in the offensive zone. So nice play there by Ferguson as the Greyhounds regain control. Bell into the corner. Puck goes back to the point. There's a shot by Neveu, and it bounces, and they score! Chitteroni.
Yeah, nice play by Neveu. He
Beautiful.
just took a nice shot and just got it on net, and Chitteroni's there to bang home the rebound. He was a little unhappy as he got hit after the play, but he'll take that for the 6-4 lead.
Or maybe that was Bell, that put
Was it Bell? I think it was Chitteroni.
Okay.
I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, both
81,
of them.
91,
Yeah.
both have tucked in shirts.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
I think it was Bell, actually.
Well, you think so?
Yeah.
I'll try and listen.
Just he was the first one through, and Chitteroni went over and gave him props.
So 6-4 Hounds with 2 minutes to play.
Jones McDonald with it. Jones McDonald battles hard up the boards.
Yes, it was Colson
Okay.
Bell.
And you know what? He deserves that after the game he's played today.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
That took a weird bounce there. Back to the point. Rotundo with it. Rotundo's shot's blocked there by Jones McDonald. And the Trappers have pulled the goalie with 1:36 to go. Rotundo with it. You know, if you're the Trappers here, I think you're almost hoping for a whistle. As it's centered in front. What a play by Chitteroni.
That's not the whistle they were hoping for.
No.
But, yeah, that was Cook that finished it off. Continues his big weekend. Nice play by Chitteroni to set him up for the empty net. It's 7-4 now with 1:22 remaining. Should be close to all she wrote, eh, Bono?
Yeah, I think so. You know, looking, going Here come the Trappers for one last push, but
Yeah,
it's an
offside,
offside, with 21 seconds to go. Shots on goal, 36 in favor of the Greyhounds, 27 for North Bay.
Yeah. One thing I'd say, Bon, it's been a pleasure to be back in the arena doing some games.
For sure.
It's been a long time, and it's nice to get out and doing it. And, hopefully we can come up with a couple of other opportunities to do some different games in the next few weeks. Very enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely. And sorry if we were a little rusty over the last 2 games. This is the first couple games we've done in a couple years. It seems. So,
yeah.
But no, really enjoy doing this. And again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, and we'd like to thank Sioux Sports for covering these games. And let's just hope that, 2 good games. We don't want to see anything wild and crazy here.
Yeah, a little bit of rough stuff at the end. Griffin Albert with a big hit, and he liked the hits, and it was a nice hit. So, thanks again, folks. I'll try to give us our sponsors one more quick shout out. The goal sponsor, Sioux Thunderbirds, the power play sponsor, A&M Chiropractic, the period sponsor, the Thessalon Home Hardware, and of course the overall sponsor, Kane Management. We really, really appreciate your sponsorship. I hope you folks enjoyed and took advantage of the opportunity to watch these games. And that's about it. Bono, we got anything quick to say?
Yeah, a little selfish plug here, but us at Sioux Sports, we have an interview this afternoon with Mike Harris, curling legend, CBC curling announcer, Sports Center curling announcer. He's the one that called all the Olympics. So kind of excited to do that. So look for that interview that's going to be released tomorrow. And other than that,
Domino's player of the game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the Domino's player of the game, Jim.
Yeah, Domino's player of the game tonight for the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. We appreciate Domino's sponsorship. I didn't mention them earlier. We're going to go with number 81, Colson Bell. I thought he had a really good game and created a lot of opportunities, and he's going to be our player of the game, Colson Bell. Bono, anything to close out?
Yeah. We also, have one other interview coming up with Gary Knox from the Valhalla Strongman competition, which is going to be coming to the Sioux this summer. A really exciting event. And one of the cool things about that, Jim, is I believe Maxim Ouellette, who was the 3rd strongest man in the world at the World Strongman competition, will be in the Sioux competing. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
North Bay native. So we'll have a chance to talk to him. But other than that, we thank everybody for tuning in.
Is Gary Knox going to squat you?
Oh, he
probably could.
He probably could. I'll be up on his back.
Actually, I'd be surprised if he couldn't.
I know. Yeah. So for Jim Monaco, I'm Tony Bonifero, Ethan Tricarton on the camera, and Jay Houselander in studio. We thank you so much for tuning in to Sioux Sports, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.